Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is more Devil May Cry 5 gameplay that has been brought to us quite recently thanks to things like Gamescom and TGS. This is Dante footage, and apparently this is self-proclaimed S-rank Dante gameplay for 20 minutes. So immediately it begins. Dante is using what looks like Gilgamesh to me, and it's got some really cool stylistic touches on it. And now he's proceeding to fight against this double cleaver monster and these enemies that look like an homage to the sins in the third game. We have the music pumping up, we have the ranks changing, we have the tombstones shattering, we have launchers into guns. The player seems to know what he's doing at least, so he's not completely terrible, which is nice. I'm not really looking for the best player in the world, I'm just looking for a showcase of the game. We've got a couple of stingers here on Rebellion, a couple of gunshots into the ground. Into that high time, into the trick-ups, into these strange tentacle beasts. And this fellow over here, who looks quite interesting. There's a weapon swap. Oh, here we go! Whoa! He's got like the rabbit punches. Crazy jabs into motorcycle hits. Into the S rank. So a couple of weapon swapping, which is nice to see. You can look in the top left, and I believe we can see the style swapping as well, as he moved between... Yes, he even said it. There you go. Look, Trickster, Swordmaster, Royal Guard, and Gunslinger. They're all there, guys, I think. Using the motorcycle to chop the orb cache. Always a fun sign. Level looks interesting, right? Generic, veiny, awful, pulsing sacks of things. And then traditional ruined place where evil is corrupted. And now he's attacking the things that look like you shouldn't touch them or you might contract something awful. But you have to lower this piece of geometry. So we get to see a little bit now of the world building and the pathfinding of the game. Trickster! Ooh, the orb icon looks pretty cool. For some reason that gave me a massive, like, lead Cenobite vibe just then. So, ooh, the classic sound! That was awesome. That sounded great. Very happy with that. And now we have some diverted traffic and a couple of sins. So... launchers into standard, that looked like potentially the tap circle move when you use Swordmaster, but I could, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's launching into Swordmaster, and then for some reason as he's coming down, he's changing into Trickster instead of like Gunslinger and doing a Gunslinger move to end it, which is interesting. We haven't seen him do round trip yet. Oh, he's doing a million stabs, so he knows how to do that at least. There we go. He's got his S rank. Using his guns to extend combos. And look at this dude! This is the weird new blade thing, right? And here's the music that I'm hopefully going to get used to. Oh, this thing is just stun-locked. Oh, he put some kind of rolling damage out there that constantly ticks. These things look like dinosaurs. This is crazy. It's like Stegosaurus, men. Here he goes, swapping weapons. There's the trick up. Oh, dude. He's on camera. If he's on camera, he's going to kill you. Oh, dude! That's cool. Can you stop them with the guns from moving forward? That's interesting. Because that's really cool if you can do that. If that's just what they do normally, then that's just some bootleg wannabe Shadow that's terrible. Dude, this combo looks insane. It seems like the enemies just can't do anything about it. I wonder if that's going to be the new cheese, just repeatedly doing the million stabs with the punches. I forget what they called it in 3, you know, when Beowulf did the punch into that fury. I'm not a fan of oh, it's got the traditional... That's cool. That's really cool. It's got the Ifrit jump. I love that. It's a nice touch. Wow, this thing looks ugly. So it's got the classic break the statue. I tell you what I'm blowing a little bit cold with right now. I know if you're new to my channel, this might sound really nitpicking to you, but to me it's just a Tuesday. But I'm not a big fan of how the guns and the swords emblems look in the bottom. I just don't think that they pop enough with what the HUD looks like. I know they're looking for this kind of modern, kind of wrecked, almost neonist future kind of look. But I think that I'm hoping the guns are very placeholdery and the swords, because they just don't seem to have that kind of resonance with me. I think they should stick with the broken glass motif and move with that. It'd look way better. Oh, here we go. Crazy fly monster. And camera problems that we're all going to have to get used to because this is a... Oh, there it goes. Round trip. Different movie. Is he going to do kick 13? Any kick 13s? Any fireballs? What is happening here with all the like, particles? That was weird. crazy particle stuff. Tells you what your stylish points are, which is nice. It's cool to see. He's trying to hit this icon, but he's not. It's locking onto something else. There's Stinger into million stabs. Break all the red things to get rid of the plants to open up the new area. And now we get to see a cathedral tower coming down in this somewhat ruined city. At the moment, there seems like there could be quite some verticality to this, which I'm really happy about. I like the idea of vast, sprawling levels in a character action game, because it's something that I don't think many of them have done that well, because they've always been so linear in the past. Maybe there's going to be more to the traversal and the world itself in this, which would be really sweet. As long as it's done well, it could be really, really nice. I know a lot of... Oh, there it was. He's got the... Is it prop shredder that's called? Spinny finger move. Best move ever. All we need now is the rave dance and that massive baseball bat ender to see if that's still in it. I wonder if he's going to do that, because everybody loves rave dance, right? It's like the one go-to move for lazily building style. A couple of orbs over there. And a battle. So what have we got? Ooh, the spinning of the guns was cool. Whoa, these things look like nobodies. Like new versions of nobodies. Dude, they even jump around like nobodies. That's interesting. They don't... Nobodies didn't throw weird shit at you, though. Or did they? I know they could vomit, but I can't really remember if they threw stuff off their bodies at you like that. Are these somebodies? That'd be funny, right? The new enemy, somebodies. And nobody's evolved. So its hand seems to be getting larger. Is it powering up? Damn, these things are fucking him up. I wonder what the weak point is. Do they not like the gun? Oh, there he goes, the jumping kick attack. Yeah, you'll always tell when a player starts to panic and worry in a Devil May Cry game, because instead of being really close to the enemy and kicking ass, they use distance and shoot. Always happens when people start having problems. He didn't Devil Trigger though, which is interesting, because that's another go-to move for a panicking player. All the stuff they haven't been using, you'll immediately see getting pulled out. Dude, the stun lock on some of these moves. These enemies can't even move. That is not really one of the things I was expecting to see. But then again, it's only normal, isn't it? Harder difficulties, harder to interrupt, harder to stun, harder to stagger. You probably can't do that. Because my experience with Devil May Cry is beating on dudes for a decent amount of time while they're still doing what they want to do. So you have to every so often, you know, get out of the way of something. Whereas this man's just... He's just flicking the titty, isn't he? Flicking the titty repeatedly, and there's nothing they can do. I did the hand gesture then, but you can't see me, so it was completely worthless. Moving back through another zone. Really took a beating then. It'll be cool to see if he gets green orbs now, because he needs them. It'll be interesting to see how the healing mechanic works. So, ooh, interesting. That guy got all roided up. He entered Venom. He did the Bane mode. Oh, do you see that? That's cool then. So when this enemy's veins glow purple, he gives him hyper armor, and he gets to do what he wants to do. And then we have the sins, which are essentially beat up on me, and that's all I do the game. No green orbs yet. Couple stingers into the corner, into the standard combo, into the launcher, into the helm splitter, into the trick across the screen to catch the enemy. Shotgun blasts. Yeah, this player's okay. You know, he's okay. I wouldn't call him an S-rank player, even if he gets an S-rank player, because I feel like he has these setups for his combos, and they're the only ones he does. There doesn't seem to be any deviation or any real swapping between weapons in the air and on the ground and utilising different things. He seems to be very, very comfortable with a select amount of moves, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, because it's 100% successful for him so far. Oh, this guy looks cool. The double scythes that for some reason have like 900 feet worth of range. Always nice to see. And he can levitate, which is always cool. Interesting that he's focusing on the shitters when there's this beastly guy here. That's not what I would do. Tell you that, if this guy was a dream runner in everyone's favourite Devil May Cry, I would not be focusing on the little dudes. Ooh, they clashed. That was interesting. Can't really see though, can you? He's just mashing on the motorcycle. He's just revving the motorcycle repeatedly. This weapon reminds me of that stupid weapon in the Ringed City in Dark Souls 3. You know what the Dark Wraiths use? It reminds me of those double swords. So this guy can teleport as well. Look how telegraphed that was. Wow. Knockdown into teleport into... There he is. What does he do? Stretchy arms? No, teleports again. What does he do? Stretchy arms. He can't do shit if you're behind him when he does that. So if you see stretchy arms, just go straight for him because it goes out wide, doesn't it? Trick up. Start jump cancelling him. Nothing he can do. It's not. Can you get on the motorcycle when you use that weapon? That's all I want to know. I completely missed what he said then, folks. Sorry about that. He said something. Oh, there you go! Interesting! There are canned heals that are dead easy to spot. So instead of breaking furniture and praying you get something green, there was a literal green orb there waiting before this encounter. Oh, dude! You see? Oh my goodness! The crazy capoeira into the breakdancing. That looked sweet. Why would you not use this weapon more? These guys look really cool as well. Armored nightmen that seem almost like... They look like Nilo Angelo, don't they? What the fuck is that? That guy's... Did you see him? Look at him! He's got Nilo's horns. I wonder what this is about. He's even got the cape a little bit. Do you think Virgil's been training an army or something? Dude, that capoeira shit is godlike. Oh, I don't like this thing, just on principle. Shitty flying enemy to be shitty flying enemy and nothing else. You're gonna be fun to fight, I can already see it. Does he turn to stone when you shoot him? If he turns to stone when you shoot him, it's 100% redeemed. I don't think he is. Just rip his fucking wings off, Kratos. What's going on here? Why does this thing take so much damage? Trickster. Oh, just jump cancel the Stinger B, dude. Show me it exists. What is it doing? It's like Bunsen burning him. That was amazing. Dude, Stinger B. Explode, explode. There we go. I wonder if there's a way to blow them up quickly. And now we have more random Nilo knockoffs. Because it is Nilo, dude. Look at that. That's so Nilo. What's going on? Because at first I thought they were the Angelos. Maybe a Bianco Angelo, an Alto Angelo, something like that. And then I saw the horns. In this world, is like Nilo Angelo's just the main army? Because I don't really remember what they said this game takes part. It's after 4, right? But is it after 2? Oh, damn, that was cool. That looks like that move that Virgil has in the special edition. Yeah, stupid flying monsters during a fight against a cool enemy. Is there anything worse? Why do they do this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Andy devil triggered. I have no idea what just happened, but he got robbed. I bet that's how he feels anyway. Oh, he interrupted him. I think his lock-on is just going crazy right now because of the birds. Get wrecked. Blow it up. Somehow. I wonder if the guns are more effective than the swords, because if you remember in Devil May Cry 3, if you attacked those bloodbirds with the swords, they just didn't do shit. Didn't they keep multiplying? It was really annoying. There's no way you're meant to smack these things a million times, because that would just not feel... Oh, he's on the bike! You can definitely get on the bike. Confirmed. Let's do some shotgun jump cancels, dude. You're fine. There you go. Shotgun him. No? I suppose he's just using it as an opportunity to build some style points, isn't he? Nothing wrong with that. S-Rank. Savage. What the fuck is going on? That was weird. Bloody kill cam or something. Slow-mo bullet. John Woo thing. Right. That's the end of that fight. That was definitely an interesting one with an enemy that we've seen before, which is interesting. It must be said though, guys, as much as this is cool to watch and Dante is Devil May Cry, I'm more interested in seeing the Nero stuff, because I always felt like that's where Devil May Cry was going. Because if you want to play really capable Dantes, I don't think you can really beat Devil May Cry 3 and 4, right? Both Dantes are super fun to play as. I obviously favour 3, but you pretty much get anything you want from those games. So in this game, it's not much of a necessity for my Dante to be what I want him to be, because just the fact that he's here is kind of like gravy. I'm really interested to see who the new people are and like how Nero's been developed. kills a couple more plants, breaking some orb caches. They've got the traditional shopping talisman. I like that. And then we have... Is it a boss fight? I'd like to see a boss. Is that the Temen Negru? Temen Negru turned into a crazy hive of holes where holes should not be. And spiky Hirotsuki Doji arms. I love the click just then. We haven't seen him use Royal Guard once, and I don't blame him, because Royal Guard, very difficult to use. Oh, here we go! Oh, he could have Royal Guarded that. So this guy has a laser gun, and a big sword, and a weird wing thing. He's got, like, wing coat. The music's going nuts right now. But it's time for me to be pedantic again for the people that love that. Not a big fan of how the health looks. Don't like the health bar on the boss. It's just not my... They've committed to the broken glass aesthetic. And kind of like the broken, you know, futuristic... Oh, he did it! That was cool, dude. He Royal Guarded. But I'm kind of scared. If random GameSpot scrub can Royal Guard this boss, then the timing must be really flexible. Which is a good thing, actually, because the Royal Guard in the old games was insanely elite. But that's kind of what made it so cool, right? This is pretty sweet, though, seeing somebody do that. Good for you, dude. He's obviously trying to show some of the gameplay off, so I give him full props. I want to see a just release now. But did you see how much of that bar you could fill? It did not fill that bar very much by doing those... Oh, dude's stunned. What's he going to do? This is a big AoE. Big AoE. No, teleport. Oh, he runs away? What a bitch. But you might be wondering, Chris, what's wrong with the HP bar for you, personally, design-wise? I kind of like thicker bars, fundamentally, but additionally, I like being able to take off big chunks of bars, and so far, every time he's hit this boss, it's resulted in, essentially, chip damage, and it's gone down incrementally really slowly. I'm not a fan of that. I like to see massive chunks coming off, even though that's not a lot of damage. Like, look when the enemy hits him, see that chunk off his HP bar? That red as it drains? That's satisfying. Just then, when he just released, that was a decent chunk. I want that to be on every hit. Ninja Gaiden got that super right. Every time you touch a boss, you see a nice satisfying chunk, and it makes you feel good. Even though you're about to get grabbed, and then you're going to be on that boss for the next 6 weeks and kill yourself. Oh, he's doing the capoeira again. What is the boss doing? It looks like he's charging up a big beam. You think he's buffing himself? Oh, here we go. Shoots off his blade. Why is he not trying to parry those, dude? Get some cheeky... Ooh! He did not want to parry that. So instead, he just tricked away from it. Went for it then, but didn't time it well. He's getting fucking wrecked. Dude, be careful, man. Royal Guard is... It's not for the light of heart. The faint of heart, sorry. Light of heart. Don't know what that is. Kingdom Hearts, maybe. So far, this looks cool, but it has to be said, doesn't it? This boss looks mad simple. But guess what, folks? If you go back to Devil May Cry, the bosses didn't have that many moves. So this is perfectly acceptable. We've just played different games that have changed our perspective on what bosses can do is all. Ooh, I do like the fire effect there. Is he going to die? This is going to be really close. Oh, please jump cancel that Stinger Bee. Do it for me. Does he not have enemy step, I wonder? Music sounds okay on this one. It's all like... It's got some nice melodies. Here comes the lasers and the lightning. There's the teleporting forward slash. Here comes more lightning. You fought against Nevin, this is nothing. Boom. Boom. Ooh, is that a partial guard? Interesting. It's definitely a beautiful game. There's lots of particles going on. The frame rate seems to hopefully be standing up. There's the stun. This is it, guys. Time to do your fancy stuff. So there's a couple more chunks on that moment when he gets to hit him, so they look a little bit better. What the fuck was that? Did he just do a cold just release? Why would you do that? It's not even a just release at that point, is it? It's just a release. A raw release. Lol. And here it is. End of fight. Oh, they skipped the cutscene? No continues. Oh, just to prove you got the S rank. Let's hope there's the SSS or something like that. That was interesting, though. It was cool. I enjoyed it. definitely cool. Lots of food for thought, lots of little things I probably missed. What did you guys think? Are you excited? Are you stoked? Can you not wait? Lots of food for thought right there.